What's up guys, your boy Umar Khan. Today we have a very different video. Today we're gonna be talking about this crypto mining rig. We'll take a deeper look. I'll get some nice b-roll hopefully going by this point so you get a better look at it. You may not see it from the angle here, but I kind of see it on my camera screen and get a decent idea of this crypto mining rig. We're gonna talk about how much it costs, how much it's making. I've owned it for just under a week now, and we're just gonna go through that. I saw the opportunity when the prices of cards went down. I'm not gonna lie guys, I started building this when the prices of cards going up. So I started off with 4 cards. There will be 8 cards by the end of this build, and we're gonna go through how much it costs, how much how much power it uses, and if this is even gonna be profitable in the long run. Now guys, maybe we'll talk about a helium miner rig in the future, but I've also ordered my helium mining rig so we can start mining other coins, and that one's a so much cheaper and easier to use setup. So we'll go into that in a future video. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you guys want to know the latest news about cryptocurrencies and updates and new coins, also subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let's hop right in. So behind me here, it's a very simple setup. So if you guys have ever built a PC before, you could probably do this for yourself so much cheaper, but me, I had no experience with this. I was gonna try and mess around and build my own rig, but I know a guy who builds computers, and he was able to build me this rig for a fair amount of price. I believe I paid him 3,500 Canadian dollars for this. So that's a stand, which is usually about retail 130 bucks. 2 power supplies, which also retails about 300, I think $400 Canadian. A motherboard, a fan, and all the cables to plug in. So I paid him a $3,500 fee for him to give me this machine here, the rig, and then the graphics card. It was mines the cryptocurrency. And now guys, I'm not going to go all scientific here on you guys. I don't have any notes, but in a nutshell, essentially how this works is it's solving these problems. Graphics cards up here solve these equations, which every time they solve equation, they pass this block and you earn Bitcoin for that. So you start mining Bitcoin. That's one way it works. There's also a small payout fee for verifying transactions, and those are essentially 2 ways these cards earn money. There's more sophisticated explanations on how this works, guys. Maybe I'll have to make a dedicated video. If that's something you want to see, let me know in the comment section below. These graphic cards are powerful components. They're strong. They're 3080 cards. You guys can Google them. They're one of the higher ones. I think right now the highest goes 3090. I may be mistaken, but essentially these are one of the highest cards on the market for a fair amount of price. They retail from anywhere from $1,300 to $1,400, but resale prices go from anywhere from I paid $2,000 for some of these cards, upwards of $2,600. So it was an investment up front, but essentially I have 4 cards running. Now, you see 4 cards, but only 2 of them in the middle are lighting up because those are only 2 ones that are plugged in. I do have the cables coming in for the other 2 late sometime this week. So for the payment method or earnings will only be based off 2 cards, but simply we could double the numbers to understand how it's going to go, and then eventually double the total number for when it's a complete 8 card rig. As prices of cards are coming down, the demand's lowering as the crypto market is potentially going to a bear market. I'm able to get some from closer to retail price, and that's the idea of this. There's no rush here. It's just an investment I'm working over time. So $3,500 for the rig. The 2 cards in the middle I actually got together. I believe they came out to being $2,200 each. So I paid the guy 4,400 Canadian dollars, and then this one was 2,400. No, about 2,400. And that one was 2,600. They're both the same cards, but it could have been switched. So essentially, let's run that together. So we have 4,400 for the 2 cards, then it was 2,500 and 2,600, which came to 9,500 plus 3,500 for the setup. So about $13,000 invested thus far. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the Niche Hash app. That's the app that I'm currently using to mine. So I have the miners all plugged into a monitor down here, and the monitor we open up Niche Hash on Windows 8. So I'm screen recording right now, and we got this going. So currently at the power and the time and everything, we're earning $8.72 per 24 hours. And then for mining, it says 2 cards, 2 of 2, because only 2 cards are plugged in right now, are currently mining. And then the historical payouts we could take a look at. So if I go to mining stats, we currently see with the 2 cards that's earning about $82 a week. Now this is saying $356 a month for a month of just the 2 cards, and then for the year $4,332. Now if we double that, it would be roughly $9 grand, and the prices do fluctuate. Also, Bitcoin being down right now is a great time to mine because they're paying out in Bitcoin. So this is in Canadian dollars right now on the screen, but essentially it's paying in Bitcoin, so the value will be more. So we see projected 0.1 Bitcoin a year, which eventually, once a bull market comes back into play, it it will be worth a lot more. But based off plain numbers, we had 13,000 for the total cost, minus roughly $9,000 in the first year. And in the first year, we're negative $4,000. And the following year would basically break even after a couple of months of running, and then straight profit thus far. This is at today's projected price. Now, a lot of people ask for questions on how much it comes down to electricity. Now, so again, sophisticated calculators online. You enter your zip code, your postcode where you live, and they estimate how much power it will be using. For me, I did a rough estimator, and the power of electricity will be roughly, I think it came down to being about $4 a day. So we do 4 times 30. We're looking at $120 a month times 12. So we're looking at about $1,400 in just electricity costs, which we had to minus. So the first year, we're negative $5,000 into the investment. And the following year, let's just say we were to repeat the $9,000. The following year, you'd make $4,000. Now, right now, it doesn't sound so sexy. A lot of people think it's easy money. You just buy the rig, you start printing cash, but not necessarily how it works. However, if you buy the cards for retail price, you would, again, become more profitable. That's what I'm waiting for right now. There's other options to go with cheaper cards like 3070s, 3060s. But again, the lower tier card, the less it generates, the less it could answer. It's refreshed to $14.29, which changes the whole stats. So again, if we calculate it now, the whole earnings are different because throughout the day it fluctuates depending on the power, depending on how fast you start solving problems, depending on how many other people are mining. At this point, we'd be making $10,400 in the first year, and that's again more closer to break even points. There's times with the highest I've seen a payout so far with just the 2 cards was about 22 Canadian dollars, and it just fluctuates between $22 to $9 for the 2 cards, or about $22 to $9 for the 2 cards. Once the 4 cards are plugged in and the system is working smoothly, we'll be able to solve more equations, solve more problems, and earn more profits. And again, when the whole 8 card system is complete, we'll make a dedicated video. So far, with about a week in, I plugged it in on Sunday, and this being Friday, the video is uploaded on Saturday, but Friday at the time of filming this video, we see the profits are at $88.70 with about 5 days of running this crypto mining rig. And we see the payouts are every 4 hours. We ranges from about 287 cents to as low as about, I think I've seen sometimes $1.90. $1.16 there. So that must have been when internet is slow, or the network is just not working right, or it's taking too long to solve certain equations. In a nutshell, guys, that's how the crypto mining rig works. Again, on paper, it sounds like it's not going to be profitable with logical numbers. But again, guys, we haven't put into play that Bitcoin was down a couple of days. So now it's going to be worth more because it's still going to mine the same amount of Bitcoin. And just again, when the bull market comes back up, when Bitcoin potentially hits 100 grand, imagine how much more it will be worth. And that's what I'm in for. Currently, I am mining Bitcoin. I was originally going to mine Ethereum, but with Ethereum 2.0 going to change, and I didn't want to go into it. Niche hash was a bit easier to set up. And my buddy said to start mining Bitcoin. Profitability is very similar. That's what we decided to go with. And in a nutshell, guys, that's how it's going so far. Eventually, I heard there's other better mining apps out there, which we could definitely try in the future, but that's what we're going with so far. If you guys have any questions about how this mining rig works, more details, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll definitely be able to answer some questions. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have a mining rig set up. What cards are you running? Are you profitable? How long did it take for you to break even? I've heard people breaking even within 6 to 7 months or sooner, so only time will tell. That's basically it for this video, folks. If you enjoyed content like this, do make sure you like this video. While you're at it, subscribe to the channel to stay tuned with more crypto content. Until next time, guys, it's your boy Umar. Remember, it's not financial advice. Only invest the money you're willing to lose. Peace.